one. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Here I do weekly pick a card readings a couple times a week. So I invite you to join our community by subscribing to my channel and sharing your stories in the comments section. I know that we would love to hear from you. And so if you are a returning subscriber, as always, thanks for tuning in. So today's reading is Who's Thinking About You? Okay, we've got our three options and the timestamps are down below. We are going to look at we're going to use two different kind of archetype cards to find out about this person who is thinking about you. I'm going to do either tea leaf or box messages to help describe this person, as well as use the Numinous deck to find out like astrological placements for this person, as well as my traits cards that can show everything from personality traits to like physical traits. And so yeah, and then over in the extended, we're going to look at, you know, what are they thinking about you? And we're going to look at the outcome of the reading, and we're going to get advice from Spirit, okay, to get the highest outcome possible in the situation. Now remember, this is a general reading. It will not resonate for everyone, so just you know, keep that in mind. I have playlists linked down below. If you find that the reading isn't resonating, you can always choose another group or go to the playlist and pick from one of those videos to see if one of those videos resonates with you more. But hopefully this one will resonate. So with that being said, thanks to everybody who has liked, shared, and subscribed. Please do subscribe. I do find that I get a lot of people who watch my videos but aren't subscribed to the channel. So it only takes a second and it's free. It doesn't cost anything. Do hit that subscribe button. I appreciate that. And I want to welcome my new patrons. Over the weekend I got some new patrons. I really appreciate you guys. It makes me so excited whenever I see that I've gotten a new patron, so I appreciate you. And if you'd like to support the channel by becoming a patron, that is linked down below. And thank you to those who have ordered a private reading. If you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box. So with all that being said, we're going to start by showing you the cards. So each of these cards is featured, you know, in your individual reading, so I will show that to you. But I've got some crystals here that you can choose from as well. You can use your intuition or however else you like to pick your reading, okay? Also, I've got random.org linked down below if you need help validating that your choice is correct, or if you are just stumped and can't pick. Otherwise, you know, you do you. But for group one, we have got green calcite. So we've got this palm stone, this green calcite palm stone. And your card group one is sexual freedom. And for group two, we have the peacock ore. And your card group two is the distorted feminine. And for group three, we have lepidolite or lilalite. Lilalite. And your card group three is emotional freedom. So pause the video if you need more time. Again, timestamps are down below. Who is thinking about you? Let's find out. We're going to get started with group one. Welcome, group one. I hope you guys are doing well. So here we go. Who's thinking about you, group one? For the strongest collective energy of everyone watching, Spirit, who is thinking about group one? Who is really thinking about group one, please? We've got the peacemaker, guidelines, teacher, best for all, priest, fortune, God's will, common gain. So we've got a peacemaker here. Who's thinking about group one? Obsessiveness, must have possession, passion, stalker, intensive attachment, can't stop the stream of thoughts, long to say something. So this person might be being quiet because they are trying to keep the peace or do what's best for all, but in reality they are obsessed with you, can't stop thinking about you, could be watching you from afar, still very attached to you, to say the least. Who is thinking about group one? Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Hiding, breaking up. So this could be an ex for some of you. Doesn't have to be. Running away, back to safety, fear of commitment. Somebody that is hiding has a fear of commitment, or took the easy way out, or is taking the easy way out, okay? Let's get from Carolyn Miss Archetype deck. Who is thinking about group 1? Got 2 cards turning out. We've got mother, so somebody could be a parent or a mother, and child orphan could be somebody's baby's parent for some of you, but I am getting, as far as traits go, this card talks about smothering or abandoning their children. They could have a mother like this, or they could behave this way. Somebody who instills guilt in their children for becoming independent. Okay, so some of you who's thinking about you, your mother who wants to make peace with you, you could be estranged from her, but you know, that doesn't have to resonate for everybody. Just take it how it resonates, of course. But this is somebody that, you know, I feel like this is your person's mother or your mother. And with child orphan, we've got feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. So this person could be the type that, you know, runs away when things start to get too close in a, say, romantic relationship due to abandonment issues. They like to do the abandonment first. This is how, you know, they try to avoid being abandoned, because they could have those abandonment issues. Also, they could, you know, really like their space. Okay, so let's get one more. Who else is thinking about group 1? Visionary. So somebody with good intuition, or has the capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. Somebody that has really good insight, intuition, psychic ability, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. So somebody who perhaps likes to give good advice or share their insights, you know, just because it makes them feel good to do that. Okay, so that's what we've got there. Let me look at some of the oracle cards here. See if we can get some more hints on this person and who they are. We've got the merciful. Have mercy. Okay, so yeah, this Fool on the card is, you know, giving to somebody like a homeless person. So it shows that your person does have a generosity of spirit that goes along with that visionary card. It does go along with the mother card as well. They do have a capacity to be nurturing, patient, and unconditionally loving, but it's like in distorted energy for most of you. Like it comes across the wrong way, as if like they're either too smothering or they're not there enough, that sort of thing. They're all about you or they're not there enough. This comes from their abandonment issues, and all they do is kind of re-trigger their own abandonment issues within themselves when they do that. It's like they run away from the situation, and then they kind of feel like sad and sorry because they start to feel abandoned again when they're the ones that actually caused the distance. So definite intimacy issues with this person. If they go to surrogate families, which is just another name for like pretend or make-believe families, temporary families, whether that's in the form of other partners or friends or family members, like, then they do that because there's no real risk involved, because they already know that family or that person that they've been attracted to, that they've run to, is innately different or wrong for them. So there's no real risk of true intimacy or fear of abandonment, or if that surrogate person leaves them, it's not the same depth of hurt that comes from that abandonment, because your person already knows, this person already knows that from the beginning that the relationship wasn't appropriate to begin with. If that makes sense, and if it does, you know, you'll know it's for you, and this is your reading. If it's confusing, keep watching. Maybe something will come out that will help you understand, or choose another group, or check out my playlists down below. But if this is your reading, it won't be confusing what I'm saying here. So the person is like a merciful individual, and meaning they want you to have mercy on them as well. Who is thinking about group 1? We've got Pluto, so they could have some strong Plutonian aspects or have Scorpio strong in their chart. But this is about transformation. So the person thinking about you is undergoing some sort of a renewal, relying more on their inner resources. This is somebody that has followed their basic instincts and that hasn't always served them well. But with regard to you in this connection, this is probably somebody that has had a sexual connection with you or that has wanted to have one with you, because, you know, Scorpionic energy is very sexual energy, and from the True Love reading cards, we've got sexual freedom that come out for you guys. So, you know, whereas this person in the past or with other partners could have felt like, you know, sex is just merely an act, it's just merely about physical pleasures. You know, this card is saying that this person is changing. They're transforming in that area. That they are, you know, like, they're actually quite happy to learn that there's much more to sex than just intercourse or the act itself. So this is somebody that, you know, that could have learned that from you in this connection. And also that this person is realizing too, you know, if they ever made it just about sex, that they don't feel that way. It's not just about sex for them anymore, although I think they are a little bit obsessed with the sex if they've had it with you, or the chemistry is such that they are like obsessed with it or feel very, very passionately about you. They do want to do more than that. This is somebody that's seeing the value in, you know, other acts of intimacy that aren't strictly just about intercourse, like, you know, touching, hand holding, caressing, showering together, bathing together. I have a friend whose husband used to braid her hair. She has really long hair. And she would come to work with her really long hair, braided all the way down her back. And I'm like, how do you do that? You must be an acrobat to reach all the way back there and braid it so perfectly. My husband does it for me. So little things like this, okay? Very sweet and very satisfying. Your person's learning the value. This person who's thinking about you is thinking about these things. They're thinking about caressing you, touching you, holding your hand, doing little intimate acts, realizing and changing their mind about what it means to have sexual freedom, okay? And if it's an ex, they're wanting a renewal with you. They're coming into their personal power. They're evolving, okay? So this connection could actually have had a death and is experiencing a rebirth or will soon experience a rebirth. But again, this person does have obsessive tendencies and intensity that goes along with that Plutonic energy. But they are clearing some of their extremes, okay? So this could actually be somebody that is working on the partnership with you presently, or wants to and is thinking about working on this partnership with you because they feel like giving this relationship a chance, like really working on it more. And working on some of their issues too, I'm hearing. Okay, Spirit, what else? Who is thinking about group 1, please? Got Jupiter expansion, yeah, wanting to expand this connection. So this is moving along nicely, because not only does, you know, the Ferris wheel on Jupiter, it's kind of like the Wheel of Fortune, right? It's an object that depicts motion, okay? But we also see a movement from Pluto to Jupiter, which is a movement from Scorpio to Sagittarius, which is the order that those signs go in. So it is about progress. And this person is very enthusiastic. They're feeling optimistic about the connection. They're thinking about the luck that you bring to their life. They're thinking about travel possibilities with you, things that you've said to them, taught them. This person, I feel like they have taught you as well. A lot of you, this person, something about teachers coming through. Like you teach each other well. And this person's thinking about taking a leap of faith or a chance, because this connection with you has potential. Potential to expand, potential to grow. We've got 8th house intimacy. So that's just, you know, reinforcing what was already said about intimacy. Intimacy and intercourse are not the same thing. This person might have valued one over the other before. They still do have intimacy or commitment issues to work through, but they're thinking about that. So that's a good first step. They're thinking about making that investment, you know. Also, this is a card of contracts. So this person could be thinking about you know, signing a contract of some kind that will affect the connection or the future of this connection, whether that's like a rental agreement or marriage contract or a divorce contract. It's also about secrets. This could be for some of you a secret relationship or started off as such, but also it's a very erotic card, talking about them finding, you know, the way that you make them feel quite mysterious, and again with the obsessions, and also inheritance, watching from afar. Strong scorpionic energy again. It's about thinking about being intimate with you, okay? Very intense person we've got here. We've got semi-sextile, allowing, okay? And it's about allowing things to expand in this connection. Feeling encouraged, seeing the potential. Again, with potential, this person is, you know, thinking about the potential in this connection, feeling their own potential, getting clarity, realizing how they compensate for their abandonment issues by doing it first, using their intuition more, getting their tempers in check, because this kind of intensity can come with a quick temper. Also, learning how to respond versus react, and that there is some new cycle starting here. And this person could be experiencing, you know, just an upturn in their luck and in their energy, and having these realizations that they're finding are very rewarding for them, okay? Also, Jupiter is Sagittarius energy, classically Piscean energy as well. Chiron healing, or Chiron, okay? So this person's undergoing healing, and they want to heal this connection as well. It's also about growth. They're growing. It's about making amends, okay? Fixing the situation, letting go of that which does not serve them. This is about personal development and inherited issues, so issues that they inherited down their family line. Perhaps, you know, learned some things from a parent that does not serve them in relationships. Some generational trauma or shame that they're overcoming and healing. This is a very sensitive person. They could need your forgiveness or need to give you forgiveness, but this person does have a very strong intuition that perhaps they were blocking before. They're not blocking that anymore. It's like that's being cleansed, it's being softened, and they're starting to face their pain right now. Okay, so I just want to get one more from this deck. And who's thinking about group 1? It fell on the floor. Neptune, more Piscean energy, dreams. So this is an imaginative person, somebody that probably has a really good memory. And this person is self-sacrificing, or they have that potential to be. Could be underneath it all quite an idealistic person, a spiritual or empathetic, compassionate person, somebody that loses themselves in escapism. We already saw that with the Hasta La Vista card, escaping from their obsession towards this connection and their desire to make peace here. And this, though, is leading to your person for whatever reasons. I feel like they are spiritually guided by their ancestors to heal themselves. This is also a very enchanting person, probably has very compelling eyes. Very attractive, very magnetic. They have a tendency to get confused and not really embrace or not really embrace their the true magic of their personality and of their spirit. But I think this has to do with the way they were brought up, and I feel like that's changing. So let's get from my archetype deck here. Who is watching, or rather thinking about group 1, please, Spirit? Somebody with green eyes. Okay. A secretive person. Yeah, this person hides. They keep things inside. Goes along with that water sign energy. dark skin. So whatever their ethnicity, they have dark skin for their ethnicity. We can see on the obsessive card, he has darker skin. Hold on, cards are trying to fall. And also on the Hasta La Vista card, darker skin. So your person could have that nice tan skin color. Got an outgoing person. So I'm getting like ambivert energy, somebody that is, you know, outgoing when they're comfortable around their friends and family and stuff like that. But even if they're outgoing all the time, they still have this secretive side to them. We've got broke. I don't feel like this is talking about monetarily. I feel like this is more talking about they feel broken with that Chiron card and they need healing. Prominent nose. So something about this person's nose is prominent. It could be like Roman nose. It's kind of got a bump on it, or a hook nose. Just a larger nose. Got aloof, detached. So we did see that, you know, this person is aloof and detached. We got some Virgo energy here as well. We've got popular. So yeah, they do find their surrogate families because they do have good people skills. As long as the relationships, you know, are not that deep. As long as people don't get too close to them, because Virgos are very private people as well, introverted energy, but they can be very outgoing when they want to be. So well liked, you know, this person is well liked. Could be quite well liked. Could be like the star of their group. I'm getting. Ooh. We've got muscular build, and hazel eyes. So generally light eyes. And a muscular build. Glowed up. They could look much better than the last time you saw them. Their looks have improved. Chatty. Okay, once they start talking, they keep talking. And adventurous. Okay. So that's what I'm getting from those. We did get, you know, some physical traits. I would have hoped for a little bit more physical traits, but a lot of different people are watching, so that's probably why Spirit is kind of talking more about their personalities, but that's what we've got there. And next we're going to do my traits box. So who is thinking about group 1, Spirit? Who is thinking about group 1? We've got quiet, finds pleasure in simple activities. So yeah, this person is like an ambivert. Sometimes they're extroverted, sometimes they're introverted. Strong teaching skills. So that goes along with peacemaker, teacher. This person does have a way of making a point and explaining things so others understand. Priests are naturally inspirational, uplifting, motivating, energizing, and visionary. And so we already got visionary. So this person has like priest-like energy, even if they're not that, right? This is an archetype, so it's just saying that this person is naturally inspirational, naturally motivating, uplifting, energizing. This is the kind of person that would leave a mark on your brain, right? This is somebody that you wouldn't soon forget. We've got driven, passionate, fun, open, empathetic, and mutable. So it's a mutable sign, right? That means like flexible, so they could have strong Sagittarius, Pisces, or Gemini in their charts. Sun, Moon, rising Mars, Venus, something like that. But we did get adventurous, so the driven and passionate, fun thing goes with adventurous for me, but they're also empathetic and open. Then we've got professor. So this person could actually work as a teacher. Even like a coach and or like a personal trainer, something like that. Security guard, physicist, religious or spiritual leader. Very smart individual, very spiritual individual. We've got open-minded, humorous, kind, charismatic. Got a good sense of humor as well. Hates resistance. Day-to-day life disrupts their creativity. So yeah, this person is not somebody that likes to have a 9-to-5 job where they're tied to a desk. They like to move around. They like to have autonomy, to be able to move, you know, and have a little freedom and flexibility in whatever they do. And when they have a goal, they really dislike anything that gets in the way of that goal, because it disrupts their flow. And this is like a very watery sort of person. And it just wants to, you know, flow smoothly, and doesn't like anything like cutting off their flow, disrupting that energy. And then we've got chef, architect, acting, singing, advertising, musician, so creative type, fire energy, as well as could be earth signs as well, air signs, any sign it could be, but just take it how it resonates. These could be, you know, some of the jobs this person holds, has held, could hold, you know, chef, architect, acting, singing, advertising, and musician. And so, yeah, I think that's it, guys. I think this is who is thinking about you. I'm trying to see if I missed anything. Was there something else I need to look at? Nope, it looks good. So I'm going to take it over to the extended. The link for that will be down below. We're going to look at what is this person thinking about you, okay? Like, let's get into their head and find out what they're thinking about you. So what do they think? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it neutral? And then we will, you know, I might get the outcome to see what's going to happen in the situation as, you know, as it's on track right now, because this is a snapshot of present energy. So this is going to show you like where it's headed. And then, you know, if needed, we'll get advice from Spirit to, you know, help the situation along. And I think that is it. Messages, of course, I'll do messages over there as well. But if this is where we part ways, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Please let me know in the comment section your story if it did resonate. I'd love to read it. And then do subscribe. I appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel, and hit that like button if you did like it. And so my next video is going to be how do they feel for you? That's coming out on Saturday, the Saturday following the release of this video. So how do they feel for you reading? And but I'm going to go ahead and sign off now, guys. Thanks to those of you who've gotten private readings from me. Those of you who follow me on Patreon, got some new patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. And if you feel like supporting the channel, the link for Patreon is down below. If you feel like getting a private reading, my contact information is down below as well. And I will talk to you guys next time. Welcome, Group 2. So who's thinking about you? Angel, spirits, and guides for the strongest collective energy of everyone who is tuned in for Group 2. Who's thinking about Group 2, please? Who is thinking about Group 2? Group 2, we have an admirer here. Admirer, fantasizing, dreaming, longing, sexual desires, masturbation, missing you. So somebody that is missing you, fantasizing about you. Perhaps a secret admirer, or somebody that you know of that is admiring you, longing for you, dreaming about you. Caretaker, father, kind, loving, democrat, warm heart, humanitarian, compassionate. So this is somebody that could be the father to your child, or they just have this sort of energy, caretaker energy, loving, warm-hearted, humanitarian, compassionate, kind. Okay. Getting in touch, somebody in touch with their feminine side here. Who is thinking about Group 2? The divine masculine, dynamic, visionary, innovative, clear, powerful, kind, peaceful, compassionate, ground connection. Okay? So we've got an admirer, a caretaker, the divine masculine. So this could be your twin flame soulmate, higher level soulmate, but the divine masculine is basically somebody that, you know, is embracing the healthy aspects of their masculine nature. regardless of gender, okay? Because we all have feminine and masculine within us. Who's thinking about group 2, Spirit? Oh, that one popped out. We've got a seeker, somebody with a thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. So somebody that has a thirst for wisdom and truth. Okay. Falling out. We've got a guide. Represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. So somebody that, you know, they're in sort of like a higher vibrational energy. So even if they don't consider themselves to be particularly spiritual or anything like that, however they're behaving, especially when it comes to you, raises their vibration and makes them a good guide. And I'm also getting that it answers some of the questions that they seek. And then we've got Messiah, serving humanity and humility. Okay? Being drawn to do one more because I believe I did 4 of these for group 1. Who is thinking about group 2? We've got artist, and I'm being drawn to the shadow attributes, using talents as an excuse to mistreat others, posing as the starving artist to elicit pity. So basically just using a talent as an excuse to mistreat others. So they don't have to necessarily be an artist, but they, whatever talent they have, they can use it, you know, as an excuse to mistreat others. Like, people have to put up with me. You know, this kind of reminds me of, in my city we have a plastic surgeon slash like aesthetics specialist or whatever, and he is really rude and obnoxious, but because he does such a good job that people put up with it. And I'm not saying this is your person, I'm saying that this is an aspect of your person that's coming across from that card. So just like whatever talent that they have, they just use it as an excuse. That's an example of how somebody can use their talent as an excuse to mistreat others, or posing as the starving artist to elicit pity. So, you know, this person could try to elicit pity. You know, maybe they're a single parent, and God knows that's a hard job, but they could not have it quite as hard as they make it out to. And the reason they do that is to elicit like attention or pity here. So I feel like that is important to note, okay? Because we did get from the pre-shuffled true love reading cards, the distorted feminine, okay? So this is somebody that, like I said, everybody's got masculine and feminine within them. This is somebody that is, you know, definitely a combination of those two things. And while they're doing well when it comes to like their divine masculine energy, because they're a caretaker and they're a father and they're clear and they're powerful and they're kind, all the things that the divine masculine, you know, embodies, when it comes to their feminine side, they're in distorted energy. And I bring this up because with that artist in reverse card, that this is similar energies. So this is somebody that you know, they can be dishonest or manipulative, somebody that doesn't always say what they really mean, or, you know, could be vague on purpose, be unclear or vague on purpose in order to, especially when it comes to what they need, you know, like to keep people guessing because that gives them control, that sort of a thing. And so it's like, yeah, this person could have some unrealistic expectations for others. Maybe this is the type of person that just expects you to be able to read their mind, just to automatically know what they want or what they need without them having to say it. There's something a little bit unclear, vague, or manipulative about this person. And it's due to them being in somewhat of a distorted feminine energy, okay? Okay. So let's find out more. Let's do the Numinous deck next. See if we can find out this person's signs or their aspects for everyone who's tuned in for group 2. Who is thinking about group 2? Got the Sun. Okay. So the Sun is the ruler of Leo. So the person thinking about you could be a Leo. It does bring to mind somebody that I know personally who is very much this energy, or I used to know from a while ago. Quite manipulative, having also to have been a Leo, so I wonder if this is going to reflect more of her energy. But it says essence, energy, self-awareness, life force. So this person is a forceful individual. They are a creative individual. They do have a lot of energy. They do have self-awareness, so it's not like they're unaware of when they're being manipulative or anything like that. They're aware of it. They just use it because it's a method that works, okay? It's also more masculine energy. So for the majority of you, this is a masculine energy or masculine that you're here for, even though there's distorted feminine, but just apply it how it resonates. And, you know, in the higher vibration, the divine masculine, you know, the reason he's divine is because he is honorable, right? And the only time that he isn't honorable is when he lets his ego get the better of him and is being too selfish. And, you know, so this person could be, you know, struggle with their ego at times, be selfish at times, but also have a way of expressing themselves, probably express themselves creatively or through their actions or through the, you know, being a caretaker. I'm getting like compliments from this person, or this person just sort of like letting you know that they're admiring you with their eyes, you know, not even necessarily have to say anything. There's this thing about them that is warm, just like the sun, and they're self-sufficient. They do have a shine from within. And again, it's about the father. So this could be somebody that you have a child with, or maybe somebody that wants to have a child with you, or somebody that is a father already. They certainly have that energy. We've got Pisces. Yeah, Pisces the mystic. Okay, so imaginative, compassionate, healing, empathetic, mystical, adoring. This does remind me of a Leo Sun Pisces, a moon individual that I know, family member. And they're an interesting mix because on the one hand, they're somebody that likes to be the center of attention. They are very yang energy, active. But on the other hand, they can be quite, you know, secretive or reserved and a little bit mysterious, even dishonest or manipulative. And it comes from that, that combination of these two elements. Also, we're getting adoring because I feel this person does admire you. The card says they're admiring you. This is backing that up, saying this is an adoring person. There is something magical about this person, dreamy, otherworldly, mysterious, vague, right? Enigmatic, that comes from the distorted feminine energy. And perhaps emotional, impractical, self-pitying, a little escapist or illogical at times. We've got sextile, opportunity, collaborates, assists, explains, provides opportunity. So this person, I feel like they're seeking opportunity, okay? They are seeking ways to use their talents and their skills, you know, in a better way. Whereas right now, they're like using their talents as an excuse to, you know, mistreat others or to get away with being selfish, even if it's not straight up mistreating others. It's like just to get away with doing things their way, even if it hurts others. They are seeking guidance on how to be different because they do have it within them to be coming from more of the light side. And so that would be somebody that expresses, you know, their life force energy in an inspiring and helpful way, as opposed to the way they're doing it now. So I feel like that this person is, you know, trying to find a way to embody that energy more, as well as we've got a paint palette. So this person really could be an artist or in the creative arts, but or they do that for a hobby. And if they don't, that could be a way that they could express themselves, you know, symbolically and get that out of their system so that they can be healthier, more balanced as an individual. So this is saying that, you know, this person, I feel, is feeling like you are an opportunity, that there is promise in this connection. And perhaps you're the one that brings insight to this person. If you know who this is, you guys probably communicate well with each other, or there's something about the way that you communicate which is welcoming and warm. And so this person feels like there's an opportunity for this connection with you to develop. We've got the fourth house root or roots. So this is family, home, background, comfort, cooking, inner world. This goes along with the caretaker card. And yeah, goes along with that. And your person could have Cancer in their chart strong as well. This person could, because this is the 4th house, but it is about family, home, background, comfort, cooking, inner world, real estate, shelter, self-care, rejuvenation, habits, and shell. And they could retreat in their shell sometimes. Like I said, it is sort of this back and forth energy between extroverted fire energy and introverted water energy, between this back and forth energy between masculine yang energy and feminine yin energy. Then we've got Neptune dreams, more Piscean energy, imagination, memories, the subconscious, self-sacrifice, ideals, universal love, meditation, spirituality. Their spirituality again. They are an empathetic and compassionate person. They can be a bit escapist, or maybe that's what they do, because the person that I know is a Leo with the Pisces moon is actually a stage actor and very good at it. That's one way that they express themselves. It's almost like they need to do that in order to stay balanced. Even though they have a day job, a very normal, 9-to-5 type job, they still need this outlet to, to feel balanced within themselves. And, because they make so many other self-sacrifices in other areas of their life, or they feel like they do. So then they try to make up for that by being more self-oriented in other areas. But they are an enchanting person, if a little bit confused sometimes and a little bit confusing. Okay? So let's look at the traits deck here. See what other traits we can get for this person. And who is thinking about group 2? We've got stoic. Somebody that can, can wear a strong mask when they need to. There's Leo again, so definitely somebody's dealing with the Leo. We've got volunteer helpful. We've got social justice warrior. I think this person looks for ways to help other people, to help improve systems and that sort of thing. We've got tall height. We've got medium length hair. So regardless of gender, this person's hair could be medium length. Has siblings, so not an only child. It's probably helped with their compassion, or it's also probably where they learned some of their bad habits about being manipulative. Fun, fun, fun. Fun, 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 like it. Very much goes with that Leo energy. Fair skin, so whatever their ethnicity, they have lighter or fair skin. Being guided to shuffle this little deck, even though it's a little tough. Okay. Who is watching group 2? We've got quiet. Do have a quiet side to them. Traveler, explorer, somebody that travels a lot or wants to, or goes along with that seeker and guide card, explorer. You can explore from your armchair if you've got good enough of imagination or access to good enough books or magazines. We've got guarded, that goes along with stoic. Grieving, it's interesting. This person could have experienced a loss. Aloof and detached, okay? And witty, good. Yeah. Could be a bit of a know-it-all as well. I was drawn to look at that one. So, yeah, this is what we've got for you guys on that. Person could be grieving. They're witty, aloof, and detached. I do think this person does have, like, even when things or life gets them down, they still have a tendency to stay optimistic, and they're staying optimistic about their love life. They stay positive. This is somebody that does, they do have a romantic side, as goes along with that admirer card, right? And then we've got the forceful. So it says all true power comes from spirit. So I think this is what this person is, you know, learning, is that they don't have to manipulate the 3D, that all true power comes from spirit, comes from within, from our intentions, our feelings, and our thoughts, especially from our thoughts. And so like just from our own souls and our own spirit. So this person is like learning about and seeking the truth. And on whatever path they're on, I feel they're guided in the right direction to learn that their power comes from within and not from what they can get out of people or how they can trick people or just like mislead people. You know, not that they all do this, and not like it's a huge deal, but there is this underlying sort of vague or confusing, manipulative or intriguing energy about this person. So I'm going to get you some tea leaf cards. I didn't do that for group 1. Sorry, group 1. But you have a little extra time, so let's do that. So who is watching group 2? We've got I, psychic ability, trust your intuition. Okay, so this person could have psychic ability, or you do, and you know that you know who this person is. Whatever your intuition is telling you is correct. We've got wind chimes, peace and harmony. So this person could have wind chimes on their porch, or they just like the sound of it. Also, it's just like they do have this peaceful and harmonious side about them. We've got wishbone, a wish is granted. So for some of you, the fact that this person is thinking about you is a wish come true. You know, and for a lot of you, like you're this person who admires you feels like you would be a wish granted, or you are a wish granted. We've got kangaroo, unsettled times, need to plan ahead. So this person has gone through some sort of a loss, but I'm really being drawn to the kangaroo has a baby in its pouch. So this person really could be a parent. And so they're a caretaker either way. You know what's funny about kangaroos is they're not ones to mess with, right? They'll box you. So I feel like this person, even though they have a really sweet side to them, they're a fighter as well. Okay, so this is what I've got for you, group 2. This is who is thinking about you. I'm going to take it over to the extended, where we're going to look at what they're thinking. So what is this person thinking about you? And then we're going to get some outcome and some advice as well. So the link for that will be down below. My next video on this channel will be how do they feel for you? So that will be released in a few days. So if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe so you don't miss that video. And if you have subscribed, go ahead and hit that bell so you'll get a notification for my next video. And if this is your story, please leave a comment in the comment section. I would love to read it, and like it if you did like it. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact information is down below. And thank you to my new patrons. I collected some new patrons over on Patreon over the weekend. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. If you'd like to check that out, that link is below as well. And thanks to those who follow me on Instagram too. And just for everything that you guys do, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I will talk to you guys next time. Link for the extended is down below. Welcome, group 3. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So who is secretly thinking about you? Angel, spirits, and guides are the strongest collective energy of everyone who's tuned in to group 3. Who is secretly thinking about them, please? Who is secretly thinking about group 3, please? Unavailable, never present, always busy, not noticing you, ignoring you. Everything else is more important. So we have an unavailable individual here, emotionally unavailable probably. Somebody that acts like they're ignoring you, but in truth is really thinking about you. Who is thinking about group 3? We've got the addict, using dependency, unhealthy, depressive, having problems, not taking care, lying to themselves or others. Okay. Married man. So you guys, I'm not gonna lie. Earlier this week, I was getting ready to do a collective reading for the channel, and I got a similar energy that come out. And I was just not in a, good enough headspace you know, to do such an intense or heavy reading. So that's why I didn't upload it, because I'm only going to upload things to my channel that I feel like, you know, is meant to help us or to prevent something from happening. And I didn't feel like that was the case. I'm not saying this is exactly the same reading. I'm hoping that it isn't, but it is a similar energy. So this is somebody that's been wanting to come out for at least a couple of days. And so let me pull some archetype cards. You can assess whether this is a reading for you. Otherwise, you can feel free to choose one or two, or go down to the playlists below and, you know, watch another pick a card from my list. But let's see what's the deal with this person. So with the married man card, this could be a married individual, right? That's why they're unavailable. And yes, an addiction could mean to like a substance or something, but it can also just mean like they're addicted to you, or like the card says, depressions, or they're having a problem, or they're having problems, okay? Also, I'm getting like lying to themselves, okay? So who is thinking about group 3? We've got King. So enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. So it's like, yeah, that goes with the married card for me, that this person, I mean, maybe they're married to you and they're your king. Well, here you go. They're the ones that are thinking about you. But maybe this person is thinking about marrying you and having a family with you. We saw that in the previous groups. Somebody's man or woman wanted that, was thinking about that. This person could be thinking about settling down. We've got Destroyer, getting reversal energy for that. So intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. Just a moment. We lost our music. There we go. So this is somebody that, yeah, they can act like the shadow in reverse, or like the king in reverse, which is shadow energy. Like when things aren't going this person's way. Maybe if they drink too much, or they don't take care of themselves enough, or they neglect themselves, whatever the case may be, if they're too focused on their marriage or their kids. I mean, that's a lot of responsibility, not making excuses or anything. I'm just looking at it objectively. I feel like when this person gets stressed out, they can be quite destructive. And I am drawn to the word intoxicated, intoxication as well. So, and it could be as simple as somebody that drinks to deal with their problems. I mean, that's pretty common in the Western world anyway. And then we've got Liberator, being drawn to the shadow attributes of Liberator. Imposing your own tyranny. So these all have something in common, and it has to do with them being a leader, but sometimes taking that leadership role too far, and being a bit abusive with that. Okay, so this is talking about imposing like your will, or your rules, your dictatorship, like imposing your power basically on other people, even as they're saying like that they're liberating them. So it could be the type of person that's saying, you know, you have to, I don't know, here's an example. Turn down the thermostat, or keep the thermostat set to 72 at all times, even if it's still, even if it's still, it feels too warm in here for you, because I pay the bills and you have to do what I say. And on a particularly humid day, it could be 72 in the house and still feel like it's like 85, right? That's too warm. So this is just an example. So then the person comes home, finds that you have changed the thermostat, lowered it to 67, and they like flip out, or like get pushy or domineering, and like throw in your face that they're the ones that pay the bills, or they pay more than you do, or something. That's kind of an energy. It's not the greatest energy, but we'll see what else comes out, because there's always two sides to every story. But that was just an example, by the way, that this person can impose their will on others, and sort of like walk on other people's boundaries because they feel like they're entitled to, because of their power in the situation or their role. Let's get one more. Who is thinking about group 3? We've got Networker. So I'm drawn to the light attributes, enhances unity through sharing of information. So they could work in communications, or they could just be a really good communicator. They do focus on, improving the unity though, through sharing information And then it says engenders social awareness and empathy. So they are somebody that has empathy. It's not like they're a psychopath or a sociopath or something. They do have empathy, especially social awareness. It's just that I feel like the stresses of life get this person down and get to this person. So let's look at I'm going to get box messages to describe this person here before I do the numinous. Who is thinking about group 2? Hates resistance, day-to-day life, disrupts their creativity. So yeah, this person likes things to go smoothly, and they can kind of have an attitude when things don't go smoothly, right? This person could be a bit of a dreamer, or you know, it's just like the details of life stress them out, perhaps more than other people, because they really like things to flow. Energy is beautiful, passionate, volatile, and fearless. So yeah, I think this really describes the energy that I'm getting, because yeah, this person is volatile a little bit, could have a temper too and stuff, but they are fearless, they are passionate, and there is something beautiful about their energy. It's kind of like a fire, you know, like a fire pit. So it's like semi-wildfire, but not as destructive, but has that potential, but is beautiful and brings warmth to the situation, brings light to the situation, as long as it's properly contained and properly tended to. Quiet, finds pleasure in simple activities. Emotionally stunted, stubborn, or closed-minded. Yeah, that does make sense as well. Let's see. I feel like this person needs to think more before they act. It's like this person reacts when they should be responding, and when they react and they're over the top and their reaction is too strong for the situation, then they feel bad. And then they remind themselves that they should always think before they act. I feel like this person, a lot of the restrictions on this person that sets them off or that makes them feel frustrated or impatient are self-imposed restrictions. Because I also got from the oh my goodness, I'm just gonna give up on trying to, like, I'm not selling these cards, so why do I care if you guys know the title or not? But anyways, this is the True Love reading deck. Sorry. So one of the meanings of this particular card, when we're talking about this person putting restrictions on themselves that make them feel frustrated, it has to do with their being emotionally stunted, like we saw, and yeah, and stubborn or closed-minded, because this person ultimately, you know, deep down they have fears about being in a loving relationship. So even if you're married to them, or they're married, or you guys are in a loving relationship, they still have fears about being in that loving relationship, because they feel like that being in that loving relationship will require them to give up their freedom, right? We've got free yourself here. It's time to take back control of your life. Okay, this is the first time I'm seeing this card, so this is just spirit being synchronistic here, which is good because it helps along the reading, and I like that. And it's saying, you know, basically that this person does, like I said, they need to be contained, right? Like a fire, that as long as it's contained, it's not dangerous. But there's sometimes when this person feels like the very thing that's helping them, or the very thing they want, is restricting them and restricting their freedom. And so they associate that with loving relationships, and they don't like to compromise their autonomy and their emotional freedom. And it is something that is a very deeply ingrained or old feeling, because this person does want an emotionally loving relationship. This person does want and could even be committed, and they wouldn't be if they didn't want that. But there is something inside of them that just holds them back. There's some old feeling that makes them feel trapped. Okay? And so any little thing, just compromising, like over the thermostat, could make this person, you know, behave immaturely. Let's do their emotional stunting. What else do we got here for this person? cuddly, warm, safe energy. But the truth is they are like that fire, right? When you're cold, you snuggle up close to it and it warms you, makes you feel safe. It's like a big teddy bear type individual. So it's like they have two sides to them almost. We've got priests. Priests are naturally inspirational, uplifting, motivating, energizing, and visionary. So there is a spiritual aspect to your person. They could even be religious, but don't have to be. That's an archetype. We've got, and also I'm getting this person could have been raised in a religious household. And that is part of the reason why their emotions are stunted and why they learn to be so rigid. I don't know why, but I'm getting that. So that's affecting how they respond to loving relationships and their sort of overblown desire to free themselves from the very thing that they crave and that they want, which is to be close to others or close to someone in particular and to be committed. We've got driven, passionate, fun, open, empathetic, and mutable. So there is this part of this person that is very fun and open, empathetic, flexible. And artisans are naturally creative, inventive, imaginative, playful, and decorative. So this person probably dresses quite nicely or has something like a flair about the way they dress, the way that they decorate, look pretty well put together. And there's a somewhat imaginative and playful part, you know, to their personality as well. I think that comes out. You'll see that a lot when they're around children. Okay. So let's get from the Numinous deck, see if we can find out some signs for this person. Who is thinking about group 3? We've got Virgo, the alchemist. So methodical, aligned, ritualistic, efficient, insightful, healthy, dutiful. Yeah, Virgos are generally, you know, I'm just going to say it, they're picky, right? They have their preferred ways of doing things. One of their love languages is correcting others, is fixing perceived wrongs or slights or perceived errors. This is like one of their love languages. And I feel like this energy from this person. And so, but this is an insightful and healthy person. They try to, you know, if they do drink or do anything like that, that's bad for their health. It's like they're aware that they're doing it. And I feel like they maybe try to compensate for that by taking more supplements or drinking more water, you know. I happen to know a Virgo that was like that. And you know who else was like that? And I believe he was a Virgo as well. I don't know why I'm getting this, but it's probably applicable. River Phoenix. Like his friends used to say that about him. That he would party too hard on the weekends, like really go all out and just party and just get wasted. And then for the rest of the week, he would jog and eat organically, or if not organically, you know, healthily, and drink lots of water and take supplements and stuff. This is kind of energy that I'm getting for some of you, for some of your people. We've got discerning, witchy, subtle, pure, refined, accurate, solitary, curatorial, critical, nervous, and perfectionist. Who is watching group 2? We've got 10th house, reputation. So career, responsibilities, achievement. So this person could have, you know, a reputation to uphold. They could be like the pillar of their community in some way, or they have this potential and they don't want to drop the ball in that area. So this is why they're so uptight, caring too much perhaps what other people think. Because the King of Pentacles, I'm getting like King of Pentacles energy here. Because, oh, that's why. Because Virgo is, well, because King of Pentacles, in one system of tarot, which I forget right now, the King of Pentacles is like 2/3 Virgo, okay? And King of Pentacles has been described as the pillar of the community. So, you know, this is somebody that, you know, gets along generally well with like who they work with, and they shine, you know, amongst others. And this could even be somebody that knows how to work a crowd, but this is somebody that success is important to them. Stability is important to them. Okay, this is like a Steve Harvey type individual, or Something along those lines, okay? So we've got this person here with career on the mind, thinking about their career. So if they're not available, if they're always busy, if they say it's because of work or responsibilities, this card is validating that, because they want to get to the top in some area. They want to maintain their authority figure status, because we already saw that this person has an authority figure status, and that's how they're coming out and working on their legacy. They have a real strong purpose, and they believe in the patriarchy and could want to build an empire as well. So this is part of their perfectionist, and that's what I was saying, that this person, a lot of the stress that they experience is stress that they put on themselves. Who else is watching or thinking about? Maybe they're watching you as well. We've got Venus, so Libra and Taurus energy. And this goes along with that slip. So this person does have a beautiful and volatile energy. You know, both. Those seem contradictory, but they're actually going together here. So this card is of beauty, harmony, romance, charm, receiving, sensuality, luxury, wealth, magnetism, pleasure, adornment, adoration, attraction, indulgence, taste, and style. So this person's liking the finer things in life. This person is wanting those, you know, those finer things in life, and that takes a lot of work to attain, generally speaking. And so this person, you know, that is what they're wanting in their life, though. So this is like 7th house energy. So again, this is sort of backing up what I said before about perhaps this person is married in a situation where there's no passion, or little passion and excitement, but they're in it for the status and stability, because it affords them a lifestyle that they maybe would not be able to have if they weren't, you know, with their partner, okay? And if they're not married, it could be talking about like a partnership. They could be unhappy at work, but they've got a business partner that, you know, makes their business very lucrative, and they fear like if they were to break up from their business partner, they wouldn't have the same level of achievement or monetary gains, you know, so they stay. We've got Sagittarius. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. It could be a Sagittarius here. Enthusiastic, philosophical, independent, generous, ethical, seeking, happy-go-lucky. So there's this lighter side of this person, probably comes out, you know, when they can relax a little bit, when everything is going smoothly, right? Then you see this more fun side, this more philosophical side of this person. We've got honest, bareback, unbridled, experiential, lucky, boundless. Could like to travel or travel for work, be a risk taker. Tactless and self-righteous. I am getting strong self-righteous energy as well, which just kind of goes along with the rest of the reading about this person. But that's what you're getting there as well. So it's like 9th house energy. Yeah. Okay. So who's thinking about group 3? Sextile, opportunity, collaborates, assists, explains, provides opportunity. Okay. So you know, this could be somebody that's thinking about providing you with an opportunity, right? And everything that I've said about this person, you know, because we're asking like who's thinking about you, but this could be what they're thinking about too, at least in part, but we'll get into what they're thinking about over in the extended. But this person, since the question is who's thinking about you, this person is kind of like an opportunist, right? And but they also have gotten to a level, many of them, where they can provide opportunities for others. Could be wanting to provide an opportunity for you. And so also this is a card of promises, communication, welcomes, insights, and developments. So let's get from the traits deck here. Who's thinking about group 3? We've got angular face. So yeah, this person could have an angular face, like a triangular face or a square jaw, something along those lines. Kind of like sharper angles to the face. Ooh, we've got famous. Okay, some of you, your person who is thinking about you is famous. maybe social media famous. We've got green eyes. We've got grieving. Facial hair. For those who are here for masculines, neat freak fell out. Makes sense with that Virgo energy. Shaved hair. Stoic, so somebody that keeps a stiff upper lip is good at wearing like a strong mask and like hiding their feelings. Libra, we've got Libra energy again. Aloof, detached. That might have come out in all three readings actually. We've got Leo. Get some more here. Who's thinking about group 3? Nature child, so somebody that likes to be outside, outdoors. Maybe they like to work outdoors, camp, garden, anything like that. Just has an appreciation for nature, maybe animals as well. Multicolored hair, so for those who have hair, this person could have multicolored hair. We've got healer. I was picking that up earlier, so that's good that that come out. And even though this person, is a little tough, they do have some like sort of healing energy about them. Artistic. And bossy, arrogant. Okay. Back of the deck, Pisces. So that is what we've got. Let me see. So to go through everything, it looks like we did, guys. I'm going to take it over to the extended now. The link for that will be down below. We're going to find out what they're thinking about you. We see who they are. What are they thinking? What's the outcome going to be? What's the advice? So we'll get that. The next video that I do is going to be how do they feel for you. That will be released in a few days. So if you're not subscribed, make sure and subscribe so you don't miss it. If you are subscribed, go ahead and hit that bell to receive a notification when I upload that video. Thanks to those of you who subscribe, comment, and like the videos. Those of you who follow me to the extendeds and get private readings, I appreciate you guys. I got some new patrons over on Patreon. I love that. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact information is down below. If you'd like to check me out on Instagram or Patreon, those links are below as well. If you'd like to try a different reading of mine, I've got playlists linked down below as well. So taking it over to the extended, and I'll talk to you guys next time.